Hello guys, and welcome again to the BK Arts channel where you always feel inspired through art. So today I'm going to share with you some tips on creating realistic portraits using colored pencils. So more specifically, the simplest way to draw realistic portraits using colored pencils. Though I've been sharing these drawings for a while, but today I'll talk about it and how I do it. So as you watch the process, I hope you enjoy and learn. So at this point, I'm using the Pelican colored pencil. They are just simple tools, okay? So the number one thing that I do is to draw the eyes first after the sketch is complete. This will give me a dimension and inspiration to move on. Once I have them cut out or done, the image starts coming into my mind and the execution of the other parts continues. The next one is sampling uh, the colors for shading and blending. So for human skin, especially an African, I work with shades of brown. For a bit lighter skin, I apply the tan color, more specifically the sandy tan. This is how it looks like, and well, tan, as you know, it's just a tone of brown. Then after I use the tan color, then I apply the brown color itself on top. These two pencils makes out the shade skin tone. They are the main colors that they create the shades that I want and what I intend to have, and depending on the saturation of the preference photo, I may apply a little of gold and some orange colors. The next thing is that I leave out the lighter shades, all because I am using the white paper. Then I'd use the white color to blend nicely to merge with the white paper. So leaving out the white parts and navigating the color skin tones makes the picture realistic, and that's all. Just learn how to adjust your strengths and correct the pencil and correct pencil colors to use when making the skin tone. Another thing is that on the darker sides, you apply much stronger brown shade and apply the blacks. They use the black color and make sure to navigate on the strengths when applying, depending on how light strikes the face and the positioning and how you blend it as it goes to the lighter or the darker parts. The next one is the hair. How do you draw your hair? For me, I study it, the curls, the braids, the tiny shades, and so on. There are the tiny shades of black. When drawing the hair, you will have to use a sharper pencil, and also it's a random shades because you can't struggle to get every detail of the hair curls. Provided you know what you're doing, you'll make the shades that look exactly the same as hair. Also, you can apply a ball pen if you feel that the shades are not black enough. The other parts, once I'm done with the face, will come afterwards. So these are just some tips of drawing realistic portraits with colored pencil. It is so much fun drawing using colored pencil, and it enables you to understand how colors work, how they blend, the light effects on the brightness and the contrast, saturation that you need to apply, the right pencils to use, and the strength applications when shading. So the final thing that you will need to consider is finishing or completing your artwork, or in other words, I can say analyzing your final artwork. By this, I mean taking a look at your artwork in a different perspective. This one you complete it by adding some shades and some blending the incomplete parts. So this step is important because you'll be able to see and correct mistakes, and by seeing your artwork in a different perspective. So take your art to the next level by mastering how you use colored pencils. There are a lot of inspirations online, especially on Pinterest. It's an application that I use to fetch inspiration of different kinds. The link I'll share it in the description below. So to hit the next level, the best thing to do is to study the color of the human skin tone, master the sketching techniques, shading and blending. So talking about shading of colored pencils, you use layers to blend the colors. Okay, so you choose the order that you want. For example, here I use the lighter shade on the darker shades. That's the brown, the tan, and the brown itself. So you can navigate the strength, application, and keep learning. The journey is still young. Once you believe you can do it, keep practicing, be consistent, be committed, and never give up. Trust me, you will master it. You have that potential of drawing with colored pencils. So this is just a portrait that I drew of a friend of mine. Yeah, so I thought it was a good example and a nice portrait which had correct light effects, the perfect portrait of an cute African girl. So that's what I have today. So what have you learned in this episode? What are your experiences when drawing with colored pencils? What are your strengths and weaknesses when drawing? Kindly let me know that what you think and your journey as an artist in the comment section. I'm so happy to share this with you today. Make sure you like and hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.